Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. We got the crypto space rebounding a bit since yesterday. XRP now trading at about 31, almost 32 cents, 0.318, and Bitcoin up above that $10,000 mark. That is an important number to look at. The market cap at 278.1 billion for the overall crypto market. And this is Bitcoin on an hourly. We can see that yesterday we saw some big movement upwards here for Bitcoin. Okay, so guys, this is Bitcoin on the hourly. Big movement up and now just basing here. Okay, buyers and sellers happy with the price. Over $10,000 buying and selling, lower trading volume. And again, we saw that price spike when it was under the $10,000 mark. So as you guys can see here, I drew these zones a while ago. It could have been a week ago or so to kind of demonstrate that, this was the next level of support that Bitcoin had to bounce off of. And now it's bouncing one, two, well, actually, technically it bounced twice here. If you guys can see 1, 2, 3. And for all intents and purposes, it pretty much bounced off this zone here one more time. Okay, so you guys can see this candlestick here. I believe the low was 95.14. I wanted to draw these zones between 88 and 9,500, give or take. We know Bitcoin fluctuates quite a bit, so for all intents and purposes, 9,500, it bounced off this zone 4 times, making another sharp move up. So what's going to happen when it surpasses 10,007 and goes into that 11,000 territory? Is it going to see more momentum? Is it going to break through there? And will we be on our way to 14,000? That is the key that we are looking for now. Okay, and XRP still chugging away, right? Doing the same thing as Bitcoin essentially, although we did see a spike for XRP yesterday earlier than Bitcoin spike. It could have been, it could have had to do with the Q2 report that came out yesterday. We're going to get to that Q2 report. I'm just going to touch on a few things, but this first, Rob Cash, why does this dude's opinion matter? So at Rob_Cash71 on Twitter. Thanks so much, Rob, for tweeting this out. This has to do with this article here and Tony Vays. Is it Tony Vays or Tone Vays? I think it's Tone Vays, actually. Regardless, the dude is spreading FUD like there's no tomorrow. Not a fan of XRP. Anyway, he did an interview on Block's Live TV. And so he started by saying, the classic FUD, right? Ripple's XRP token is useless and was created unnecessarily by Ripple, which is not true. We know that the token has a use case, of course. He says that banks do not have to use XRP, which is technically true, although we do know all the reasons why banks will use XRP. He says it's an unregistered security, which is not true also. You know, he's following the narrative that Ripple created it so that they could fund their company, blah, blah, blah. This guy's a total Bitcoin maximalist to the point where, he sees XRP as a threat, so he feels like he needs to throw it under the bus. He's got a little bit of clout. I don't know why, really. I guess he's made a bunch of money on Bitcoin, and so they give him the time of day. So it was pointed out to him that banks are beginning to use XRapid to cut the cost of cross-border remittances, and Tony says that it is impossible because he considered Ripple's XRP as an unregistered security. He said Ripple created 100 billion tokens, which they use for whatever they desire, purposely to create value for Ripple. It was pointed out to him that by using XRP, banks can save up to 60%. Well, Tony did not agree. He said Swift can do the whole of what XRP was created to do. David said XRP works with XRapid to save transaction costs. And here's the best part. At some point, Tony said he liked Facebook Libra more than Ripple's XRP. However, David said Tony Vays disliked XRP because of the distinct product it created. So Tony Vays has no problem in efficient movement of funds, but where the problem lies is creating a token unnecessarily when Swift, its competitor, did not. Boy, this guy seems like he's under a rock or he's in denial. Also claiming that classic thing that Ripple is centralized. I'm just highlighting the points here of the sheer stupidity of Tony Vays. I feel like he should know more about this by now. So just pretty much slamming XRP. One of the items here was that he said that, we hear this a lot in the space from Fudsters, the fact that XRP was created in order to fund Ripple, and essentially it's going to go to zero and it's going to be worth nothing, and there's no use for it. Banks won't use it. But guys, do you realize how fundamentally false this statement is? is. I wanted to turn to this tweet here from XRP Ferguson at eFergTrades on Twitter. Ripple sold 250 million in XRP in the second quarter of 2019, and so this refers to the quarter 2 report that was recently released. Just going to touch on a few things here. So Ripple, the company behind XRP, the third largest cryptocurrency by market cap, has revealed that it sold 251.51 million in XRP in the second quarter of 2019. Ripple published its quarter 2 report on July 24th. According to the report, Ripple sold approximately 169.42 million in XRP during quarter 1 of 2019. This means that quarter to quarter, XRP sales increased by approximately 48%. That's spectacular. In relation to its quarterly XRP sales, the report states that Ripple will subsequently decrease future token sales substantially. Additionally, Ripple noted that it restricted XRP sales during the quarter due to purportedly inflated trading volumes. As such, the report says that it temporarily paused programmatic sales and puts limits on institutional sales. Quite responsible of Ripple to do so. XRP and escrow goes to Spring and RippleNet partnerships. And this is the part I wanted to bring up. Ripple is not dumping $500 million into the Spring Initiative for no reason. They want the XRP ecosystem to grow and to thrive. And so when people tell you that XRP was created to just fund Ripple's bottom line and to make Ripple the company money, that's clear hogwash, plain and simple. Why would Ripple spend $500 million in the Spring Initiative if they didn't want the ecosystem to thrive? Think, Tony Vays, think. Use your brain, buddy. Okay, so just going back here, the report states that the company sold 106.87 million through institutional direct sales and 144.64 million in programmatic sales. The report also covered the company's XRP escrow activity for the quarter. Ripple explained its escrow system back in 2017, saying that the escrow would provide a steady supply of XRP. And guys, I think this is partially why we are not seeing XRP price explode, at least not right this second. Although we are seeing it move in conjunction with Bitcoin to a degree, we are still not seeing those large movements that we are for Bitcoin. And part of it is because Ripple is releasing, and I've maintained this over time, Ripple is releasing XRP into the ecosystem 1 billion month per month. And so they're tempering what's released. And so that does have an effect on price, in my opinion. But the escrow is only going to be around for so long. Okay, the ecosystem needs developing. That is what's going to eventually create a healthy ecosystem where XRP will be utilized, XRP will be needed, right? We will still see XRP move like it did in 2017 to 25 cents to $3.80. We still can't see those movements because there just won't be enough XRP to fulfill supply, but we need some serious FOMO. We need Bitcoin to do essentially what it did at the end of 2017 in order to see those movements. But ultimately, guys, when that escrow dries up and the ecosystem has been built and developed, we will start seeing higher XRP prices build naturally based on real supply and demand, so aka real world utility. I have a pretty good feeling about that. This from XRP_veteran, and he sent this to me. This is just brilliant. Just in 3 pictures, summarize why you need to be bullish on XRP. So number 1, reducing future XRP sales equals higher price, higher volume. Let me just look at the screen grabs. It's just better to read from Ripple's official website here. Ripple has taken proactive steps to address the issues of inflated volumes by reducing future XRP sales and changing its volume benchmark. Responsible for Ripple to do. Okay, number 2 here, the UK's Financial Conduct Authority analogized XRP to Ethereum, which it recognized was a hybrid utility/exchange token, not a security token. Another great point to mention here. And down here, the partnership with Ripple focuses on the XRapid product. XRapid is a solution for on-demand liquidity, which leverages XRP, the native digital asset of the XRP ledger, as a real-time bridge between the sending and receiving currencies. So banks and financial institutions will use XRP for those reasons. Holding XRP today might not sound like it's making a lot of sense when you're seeing other cryptocurrencies go up. XRP still trading, in the 30 30-cent range. We did see it go up to 50 cents. Okay, but that's just the ebb and flow of a very, very immature cryptocurrency market. Today, we are seeing Ripple and the Spring Initiative really move their butts, really getting things in place in order for this thing to soar. So I've got the Q2 report here. Also, guys, if you want to take a read, I will link it in the description as I do with everything. And this finally, Ripple CEO says he's surprised by Bank of America patent using Ripple's technology. Ultimately, Brad Garlinghouse was interviewed by Bloomberg. Garlinghouse said he could neither confirm nor kill speculation regarding the patent. We are widely known to be working with a lot of banks around the world, and certainly some of the largest banks in the world are already customers of ours today, and will continue to work with banks around the world. And I too was surprised by that patent application because we have not announced anything. Did you guys realize how specifically Brad Garlinghouse chose to word this? We have not announced anything, which in my mind feels like he knew about this, but maybe there were some NDAs, maybe nothing was supposed to be announced yet. He knew about this all along. Guys, again, this is just me speculating right now, but by saying we have not announced anything doesn't mean that he didn't know that this was occurring. He also mentions we cannot confirm nor kill speculation regarding the patent. So very non-committal in terms of how he is wording this. Do you think Brad Garlinghouse knew about this all along? Or do you think he was genuinely surprised? I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.